Recently, I did a video concerning my father-in-law's woodworking and the artistic value of it, in my opinion. I would be remiss to ignore the fact that my father also was quite an artist. Now, he didn't do woodworking per se, but he did work with wood often, as in wood burning and carving and stuff like that. Now, I have a collection of his stuff, but it's not complete. So you'll see what I have and hear my comments about it. He was on vacation years ago and he made this carving. Now, it originally had a pipe, but the pipe broke off. And quite honestly, I like it without the pipe better, so I never redid it. So I like this. It stays in a very prominent location in my house. Right there. He was into multimedia quite a bit. This was upside down. It's very hard to see, but if I bring it in close, you should be able to see Coco Pele, the god of partying of the Midwest. He was not a partier, but he really liked Coco Pele. Again, with the multimedia, he found this piece of wood and this rock, and he decided, hey, this wood would be better with the rock, and rock would be better with the wood, and I don't disagree. I think it looks nice. I mentioned he did a lot of wood burning, and he also had a sense of humor. He did this for me. The fish eating another fish, and the big fish eating that. He made this for me when I was still working years and years ago, and you can't read the text at the top, but it says interfacing with Windows, and the cat has the mouse in its mouth, with a question mark above his head. There's a funny story with this. This was from an organ that he used to sell pianos and organs, and there's a side panel of an organ, and he would burn this scenery in the side. And look at it, he even put the reflection in the water. And he did a really nice job, and he incorporated the clouds and the bird. And the funny story is that he had made this, and he had it hanging in the office, his store, and somebody saw it and said, "This is an antique, it's worth thousands of dollars." And the wood was maybe 30 years old, and the wood burning was his doing, so he had a good chuckle out of that. Another one of his wood burnings, this is a scene of a harbor. Some of his wood burnings have faded over the years, and that's a very big shame. This is a Rembrandt etching copy. He really loved Rembrandt. Near the city that I grew up in, there's a forested boardwalk, and this is from a photograph that he took. I can't read his handwriting too terribly well, but I think that came out very well. I think he used it off of an album cover. Another wood burning that has faded quite a bit over the years. This is a sailboat. He actually incorporated some paint into this one just to highlight the sailboat. An egret in a cypress stand. Once again, he incorporated paint. He spent a little time in Australia, and he made this wood burning there, and that traveled with him all the way to the city where I grew up in. And he asked me if I wanted anything from the house at one point, and I said this was one of them. He had another one that he ended up finishing for my brother. He made this walking stick, and I have had it up here for years, and you can see he had some carvings on it, and he had carvings. Here's a bird's head. It's upside down, but he had done several of these over the years. This little carving, it is got a very expressive face. I like it a lot. It's sitting in a place that will be a curio cabinet at some point. My father was an artistic person. He really had the artistic bent to him. He saw this piece of wood, and what's he think? It is a lady wrapped up in a blanket. Oh, this came out very well. I think that it is definitely something special to look at. Finally, this isn't something he made, but this is something he was going to make at some point. And I keep this because we were going to work on it together, and we never did. It's the best laid plans sometimes are a failure. We got this at a chainsaw carving store in Wisconsin. It was funny. It's right off the main road. There were two chainsaw stores right next to each other. And one guy did phenomenal wood cutting and carving, and the other guy did good card carving, but his finishing was fantastic. And if they would have gotten together, they would have made one hell of a product. But we bought this just because he really liked this little guy, and we were going to mass produce these things. We were going to basically make a form, use like a sawdust / glue. But the problem is sometimes your plans just never happen, and life gets in the way. Good. Finally, after every woodworking project, you should always count your fingers. You end with 10. Good job.
Your dad did very nice work. You're lucky to have so many people in your history that you can take inspiration from.